Just because I miss it doesn't mean I have to go back to it. Friendships. Girl, I miss you. But that don't mean I have to go back to you. We are at an age. We are in a season. We are in a place in our lives where if a person don't value your friendship, you gotta go. Grieving is okay when you walk away from friendships. But if a person is not conducive to where you are going in your life, then it's okay to let them go. It's a process. But girl, you gonna miss them. But girl, everything you miss, you don't have to go back to. I can acknowledge that I miss it. Our fun times. But if you're not conducive to where I am going, it's okay. Sometimes God has to cause turbulence for us to walk away from dead situations. Sometimes God has to cause turbulence for us to walk away from friends that no longer serve us. The friends that we keep around out of fear. The friends that we keep around because we're afraid to move on. The friends that we keep around because this is all I know. The friends that we keep around that we connected to on a dysfunctional level, you gotta go. The friends that we keep around that oftentimes bring up who we were so that they can look better, you gotta go. And that's okay. Welcome to the Woman Cave. I think I lie for you. I think I die for you. I am Miss Shinobi Morgan, and I would like to welcome you to the Woman Cave. The Woman Cave is a space that I created just to allow my hair to just flow, my thoughts to flow, my perspective, the way I approach things to flow, not to be afraid, not to be apologetic, but just to show up as my authentic self. How do I feel about this? What's my take on this? What's my takeaways from this particular season of my life? And today, I want to welcome you to the Woman Cave. Please do not forget to subscribe to my channel so that every time I post that you will receive a notification. And yeah, let's get right into it. So today I want to talk about friendships. Child. Friends. This topic is just, I feel like everybody can relate. Everybody talks about friends, and that's my friend, that's my girlfriend. But what happens when you pray, God, remove the people that are in my life, that don't supposed to be in my life, and no longer serving me purpose? And the moment he start removing people, you're not ready. I'm not prepared. Nobody told me that I would grieve my friends. Any loss. When you think about grieving, you think about loss, like somebody passed away and so forth. But when you think about friends, you don't tie that into grieving. And so the last couple of years, I've lost some friends, and it took me time to get over, time to process, time to, God, okay, I feel some type of way because I am feeling alone. So just a nugget about me, I've never really been that friend that liked to be under each other. Like when I come home, my family, I just really like to be under my family. And of course, now I'm a mom. So I like to be around my spouse, my baby. And that's really it. And my mom will come over. That's really it. I've never really been that type of person that my girlfriends come over, they're all in my bed. No. Unless we conducting business, unless we having a girls' night, that's different. But other than that, I've never really been that person, as far as I can remember. Especially now, like living in a different state that I grew up in. Of course, you don't have those same family members not the family members, excuse me, those same friends. And sometimes, I have one of my best friends. She's my family member, but when you don't grow up in that particular state, it's different, because you don't have those people that's coming over, hey girl, whatever. Nah, I like space. And I may not call you every day, But I am big on loyalty. I am big on commitment. I am big on, hey, we friends. I'm committed to being, loyal to you. It's just like a regular relationship. And so I'm big on just trust in all of these great things, all of these great characteristics as it relates to being a friend. But I don't like being under my friends, and I don't like them being under me. It's creepy. So, what I've been learning in the past couple of years is that it's okay to step away from certain friendships. Like, if that person isn't serving me in my new season or in the seasons to come, like, it's okay to walk away. I realize with a lot of my friendships that we relate on a level of she was depressed, I was depressed. She had suicidal thoughts, I had suicidal thoughts. She went through a breakup, I went through a breakup, and so we connected on that level. But when I got over that breakup, they no longer offered anything to me. I no longer offered anything to them. Vice versa, right? Because a lot of times we try to blame the other person and not reflect on ourselves. And so, yeah, I would notice a lot of people in my life that is like, oh yeah, this season is clearly over. Like, we're on the phone talking about what? Or we're around each other and we're talking about what? What do we even have in common? And so a lot of times it's really important to monitor the people that you have around you, because if they're not feeding you in a positive way, they're not feeding your spirit or, just for you to become better or, conducive to where you are, then that person, that group of people can bring you down, or they can make comments or give input about certain things when you were supposed to be walked away from that person or that friendship. And so I think it's vital to surround yourself with people that God placed in your life. They are positively impacting your life, and yeah, they come with what a friend look like to you, and what a friend. I think it's important as well to define what a friend really looks like, because in one part of my life, like I said, because I relate to that person on a dysfunctional level, I'll make them my friend. Or I won't compartmentalize my friendships. I'll just put all of them in the same category. So if you talk about me and we can't go to church together, I just cancel you out of my life. But now I'm realizing that all friends serve different purposes. And if once I identify the purpose that they serve in my life, then I move forward as to, okay, this particular friend, I put him in the living room. I won't put them all over the house. This particular friend, I put them in the basement. Compartmentalizing your friendships, because everybody don't deserve 100%. Every friend doesn't deserve 100% access to you. And as I get older, that like 32 years old now, my now Shinobi, I realized that like that particular friend may be good in this area, but she be talking about everybody, meaning that she may be talking about me. That friend, I need to probably just call them when I need this particular resource. And so, yeah, that's what I'm starting to realize about friends. I'll pray about it, and then God remove them, and then I feel bad. Like, why we not friends no more? Nah, they weren't supposed to be in the season. And that's okay. That is okay. The friends that I've broken off with in the past couple of years, we can still speak to each other when I see them. Well, yeah. The ones that we were really friends, like we grew up together. But we're not friends anymore. We grew up like sisters, but they don't really play any type of role or could play any type of role with my life now. Or in the same vice versa. I may not offer them anything now, but that's okay. I also realized that my mom had to break this down to me one day. As I'm getting older, my friend circle is getting smaller, and that's okay. When I became a mom, I started hanging out with more people that had kids, and that's okay. If I still hang out with all the people, all my friends that don't have kids, when my baby first birthday come up, who gonna be there? My girlfriends, and then it's gonna be an adult party, not a kid party. So yeah, it's okay to walk away from friendships. It's okay to be in a space where you are evaluating or reevaluating your friend circle. It's okay to have different groups of friends. That's all okay. A couple of things that I thought about as it relates to this topic was that it was okay to miss my friends. The friendships that God broke off, that I walked away from, it's okay that I still miss them. It's okay that I still miss their laughs. It's okay. But what I also realize is that if our friendship is detrimental to my peace, if our friendship is pulling away from me becoming the best version of me, I wouldn't give a darn what relationship it is. Friendship, family, boyfriend, husband, whatever. I'm breaking off. I'm breaking off. And so, though I may miss you, that don't mean I have to go back. That's just like a boyfriend or whatever. I may miss him, but I ain't going back to him. So, same thing with friendships. I miss my old friends. Some that we may not talk anymore. It doesn't have to be beef. But I missed them. But that doesn't mean I have to go back there. Maybe I wasn't treated right. Maybe my opinion wasn't valued. Maybe my voice wasn't valued. Maybe I was disrespected. Maybe it was a sense of injustice. Yeah, I can miss you, but I don't have to go back. Grieving friendships. It's okay to grieve friendships. It's okay to say, you know what, I miss them. But that's okay. It's a process. It is a process. Praying and not necessarily being prepared. Like, God, I prayed for this, but I ain't really ready. I'm not ready to walk away. I know that in my life, God oftentimes will cause or send turbulence. Send turbulence because if it wasn't for the turbulence, I would still stay connected to that person. Even though they don't mean me any well. And so he sent turbulence to stir up that particular nest. Like, But you know what I realized? A lot of my friendships and vice versa, when we on the phone all day, when we talking to each other all day, when we write each other all day, until that turbulence happened, we'll stay stuck. When the turbulence happened, they done started their own business. I done started my own thing, doing my own thing. And it's like, dang, if I would have still been on the phone all day, or if I would have still been around this group of people all day, I wouldn't have never birthed this. I would have never wrote my third book. I would have never started my LLC. Like, I would have never did all of these things. And so what I realized as well is God will create or send turbulence to stir up my familiar space. And that's okay too. Like, if I'm not growing, like, what am I doing? I got that place with my hair. Like, dog, if my hair don't grow, I'm finna chop it off again. I'm about to grow sister locks. Because if you ain't growing, what you doing? What you doing? So, the next thing I would say is let go of offense. If you and a friend fell out, you feel some type of way, they disrespected you, they said something that wasn't cool, whatever it is, you gotta get to a place where you let it go. You gotta get to a place where you let it go. Because if you don't, you carrying around baggage. You carrying around offense. You carrying around this load where it's like, God is saying, let go. I understand this person didn't do you right. I understand they may say something and they tried you, really tried you. But at the end of the day, you gotta let it go. Don't try to rekindle things. Let it go. You know why? Because God could have sent that turbulence for you to learn whatever, for you not to go back to a person that wasn't treating you well in a friendship. Stop letting people size you. Stop sizing yourself by carrying the fence. A lot of times, it's a word. A lot of times, God be protecting us from things that we don't even see. God sees everything. He's omnipotent. Like, he sees everything. He's everywhere at one time. And so God could be seeing, like, Shinobi, you really know this person be talking and dogging you, right? And you still trying to save this friendship. Oh, you don't hear me saying that? Okay, I'll create turbulence in another area that'll make you walk away. So let go of offense. Let go of what happened. Stop talking about it. Stop talking about old relationships that no longer serve you. If it's dead, walk on, move on, walk on, girl, walk on by. Don't worry. That's my jam. Side note. Walk on, move on. Stop giving life to dead situations. Stop giving CPR to dead situations. It's dead. It's gone. God killed it off. Forgive yourself. Forgive that person and move on. I ain't gonna say the word. You already know what that means. The next thing is just being in a space where you're giving yourself grace and you're giving yourself shinobi. It's okay that this friend is not your friend no more. It's okay that they haven't moved on, like they won't let it go. But kill the storyline. Kill the storyline. You don't have to keep on telling everybody about what happened and why y'all not friends no more. I remember I had a situation a couple of years ago where one of my homeboys kept asking, oh, but why y'all not friends no more? Every time he would see me, why y'all not friends no more? Why you not friends no more? And I'm just like, hey, can I say something to you? Stop. We are not friends anymore. And that's okay. There is no beef between us. But we are not friends anymore. And I would appreciate if you stop asking me the same thing. Some say some say I'm mean. I'm not mean. And I meant what I said. And stop doing it. Because a person gotta appreciate where you are a person gotta respect where I am in my journey. Because one thing about me, I'm gonna take time to appreciate where I am in my journey. But if the person that's around me can't appreciate that, that's a whole nother problem. So yeah, friendships are beautiful. But it's okay if you don't have 50,000 friends at 32 years old. Shinobi, that's okay. I have to tell myself that that's okay. But to be in a space where you identify what a friend really is, and you giving yourself room to grow as well. A friend is loyal. A friend is faithful. A friend is honest. A friend is dependable. A friend is somebody that I can always talk to, and not to be my yes man, but to hold me accountable. But a friend is also a person that I can vent to. Can tell them, hey, this is what I'm going through. And I may not talk to you every day. Because I ain't. I don't like it. It's weird. I don't want to talk on the phone every day. But being in a space where you're not being offended because I don't want to talk every day. Also having a friend or being a friend that understand me. What offends me. What hurt my feelings. My triggers. And understanding like, dang, you know what? That might not be something that Shinobi will like. That may not be something that Shinobi, if I say that'll hurt her feelings. That's a friend. And being unapologetic about how I define a true friend. So, yeah, if you don't hang out with those girls that you hung out with in 3rd grade, 5th grade, 10th grade, 11th grade, 12th grade, college, that's okay. That's all right. We getting older. That friend circle gonna get slimmer. And that's okay. I love you. Thank you for tuning in. This is the Woman Cave, a space that I created that, you know, I'm able to just talk. I'm able to just be free. Babe, don't come in here. Baby, I love you, but mommy will be there. But this is a vibe. This is a space. This is an area where it's like, it's okay that you miss your friends. But just because you miss somebody, that don't mean you gotta go back. And if the relationship is worth saving, you pray and ask God, hey God, lead me and guide me and allow me to release that offense and forgive this person. And that's okay as well. I love you and thanks for tuning in.